We all love a good deal. That feeling when you score something for $1 and walk out thinking, I just beat the system. But what if I told you that not every item at Dollar Tree is a win? In fact, some of them could actually cost you more in stress, safety, and regret than you ever saved on the shelf. Behind the bright price tags and tempting displays, there are products that Dollar Tree employees themselves say they wouldn't touch, not even if they were free. We're talking tools that break before you use them, beauty products that can mess with your skin, and baby items that have employees saying, I wouldn't even walk down that aisle. Today, I'm revealing 12 Dollar Tree items you should absolutely avoid. Not because they're cheap, but because they're dangerous, unreliable, or flat out useless. And the last one? It's so serious that every employee we talked to gave the same advice. Never, ever buy it. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button so you never get blindsided by bad buys again. Because saving money should feel smart, not risky. Number 1. Baby products. Of all the Dollar Tree products we reviewed, this is the one that caused the strongest reaction. And for good reason. Every single employee we spoke to gave the same advice. Never buy baby items here. Diapers, wipes, powders. They might look like everyday basics, but the risks are far from small. The materials are questionable, the testing is minimal at best, and there's zero accountability when something goes wrong. Diapers leak. Wipes are either bone dry or saturated with heavy fragrance. And don't even get us started on the powder. Customers have reported irritation, allergic reactions, and in some cases, emergency trips to the doctor. When it comes to babies, durability, comfort, and safety aren't luxuries. They're non-negotiables. These little humans are more sensitive to every texture, every chemical, every reaction. Here's the smarter move. Shop baby essentials at retailers with clear quality controls and trusted safety standards. The difference might cost a couple more bucks, but it could spare you a world of worry. Saving money should never mean rolling the dice on your child's well-being. If the label doesn't earn your trust, don't let it near your baby. Number 2. Personal hygiene products. Soap that doesn't lather. Shampoo that smells like floor cleaner. Toothpaste that leaves your mouth feeling worse than when you started. That's the reality of Dollar Tree's personal care aisle, according to the employees who've handled the returns and heard the complaints firsthand. The problem? These aren't just unfamiliar brands. They're mystery formula. Odd textures, chemical odors, and ingredients that make your skin crawl, sometimes literally. One employee even said, half the stuff we stocked didn't even look safe, let alone feel like it. And when we're talking about things that go in your mouth or on your skin, trust matters. That cheap bar of soap might leave your skin dry and itchy for days. That off-brand mouthwash could do more damage than good. Here's the smarter choice. Stick with products that have proven safety records, even if that means grabbing them from a drugstore or big box retailer instead. Because when it comes to your body, sort of clean or good enough isn't worth the gamble, especially when that gamble might leave you with breakouts, irritation, or worse. Number 3. Electronics and charging cables. At first glance, the tech aisle at Dollar Tree looks like a dream. Headphones, phone chargers, USB cables, all for $1? But the truth is, those too good to be true gadgets are often junk in disguise. Former employees were blunt. These items are among the most returned products in the store. Why? Because they stop working almost immediately, if they even work at all. We're talking distorted sound, glitchy cables, and chargers that overheat or melt in the socket. And here's where it gets dangerous. With electronics, you're not just gambling on quality, you're gambling on safety. One bad wire can short out your device, damage your outlet, or worse. A cheap fix isn't worth it if it turns into a fried phone or a fire hazard. The smarter move? Buy cables and chargers from trusted brands with safety certifications. You'll spend a little more up front, but save yourself the stress, risk, and replacement costs. Because when it comes to powering your devices, what you're really buying is peace of mind. And peace of mind? That's never worth cutting corners on. Number 4. School supplies. Back to school season brings out the frugal shopper in all of us. So grabbing $1 notebooks, pencils, and markers sounds like a smart move until they fail halfway through class. According to former employees, Dollar Tree's school supplies are some of the most complained about items in the store. Pencils that crack before they're sharpened, pens that skip and smear, markers that dry out the moment you uncap them. Teachers have returned entire bags of supplies because they simply didn't work. And think about the impact. A child trying to take a test with a pen that barely writes. A teacher wasting time replacing broken tools. A parent having to make another trip just to buy the same items again, this time from somewhere else. Here's your tip. Spend a few extra dollars on school supplies that last. Look for trusted brands or even bulk packs during back-to-school sales. Your kids and their teachers will thank you. A great education starts with reliable tools, and no one learns well with a pencil that breaks under pressure. Number 5. Batteries. You see them near checkout. 4 packs of AA or AAA batteries for $1. Feels like a win, right? Wrong. According to Dollar Tree employees, their off-brand batteries are one of the most returned and regretted items in the entire store. Why? 3 big reasons. They leak, they die fast, and they can actually damage your devices. We're talking flashlights that dim within minutes, TV remotes that need fresh batteries weekly, and kids' toys that stop working by dinner time. One employee even said, "I'd rather have no batteries than risk frying my electronics." And it's not just inconvenient. Leaky batteries can ruin the inside of your device, costing you way more in replacement gear than what you saved at checkout. Here's the smarter move. Buy batteries from known reliable brands, even if they cost a little more. Better yet, invest in a rechargeable set and stop throwing money and batteries in the trash. Because when you reach for power, you want confidence, not corrosion. Number 6. Generic cleaning products. That bottle of glass cleaner or multi-surface spray might look like a deal, but employees say it's often a waste of time and effort. Dollar Tree's off-brand cleaning products are so watered down that you'll end up using half the bottle just to clean a single kitchen counter. Instead of cutting through grime, they leave streaks, smudges, or worse. They just move the mess around. And when you're scrubbing a stovetop or tackling bathroom buildup, a weak cleaner only adds frustration. Several employees noted customers returning with complaints like, "This didn't clean anything," or "I thought I bought the wrong product because it was so weak." Here's your better option. Look for value-sized brand name cleaners at warehouse clubs, or use concentrate-based solutions that can be mixed at home for a fraction of the cost per use. Cheap cleaners may save you $1, but if you're doubling your effort just to get halfway decent results, that's not a deal. That's a waste. Number 7. Generic wellness products. When it comes to your health, saving money shouldn't mean lowering your standards, but that's exactly the gamble with Dollar Tree's off-brand wellness items. We're talking sunscreens, anti-itch creams, pain relief rubs, the kinds of products where effectiveness and safety really matter. According to multiple former employees, many of these are expired on arrival, thin, watery, and inconsistent in quality. Some even come out oddly discolored or with strange smells. And while it's easy to think, hey, it's just sunscreen, a weak formula can lead to burns, allergic reactions, or irritation, especially for kids or those with sensitive skin. Here's the smarter move. Stick with pharmacy-grade brands or products with third-party testing. You'll get consistent performance and avoid the risks that come with mystery ingredients and zero quality control. Because when it comes to health, the cost of a bad product goes way beyond the price tag. Number 8. Kitchen tools and cookware. Every kitchen needs the basics: spatulas, ladles, tongs, and when you see them at Dollar Tree for just $1, it's tempting to stock up. But former employees warn, resist the urge. These tools might look decent in the package, but they fall apart fast. We're talking plastic spatulas that melt on contact with heat, tongs that snap under pressure, and ladles that bend like rubber after one use. One staff member said a customer brought back a spatula that looked like it had been microwaved, melted, warped, and totally useless. In a kitchen, durability isn't just about convenience. It's about safety. You don't want a cheap utensil breaking mid-meal while handling hot pans or boiling water. Here's the move. Invest in silicone or stainless steel tools from trusted brands. Even at double or triple the price, they'll last 10 times as long and won't melt under pressure. Because when it comes to cooking, the last thing you need is a tool that quits before the meal's even done. Number 9. Disposable tableware. Dollar Tree's party aisle is packed with budget paper plates, napkins, and plastic cups that promise convenience. But former employees say these items often fall apart before the party even starts. We're talking plates that sag under a single slice of pizza, napkins that disintegrate on contact with sauce, plastic cups that crack mid-toast or leak before they leave the table. One staffer put it bluntly, "They're not made to serve, They're made to disappoint. What looks like a deal ends up costing you more in wasted supplies, extra cleanup, and honestly embarrassment when your guests are catching juice in their laps. And when you double up on plates or grab 5 napkins per person just to get through dinner, those savings vanish fast. Here's a smarter way to serve. Shop for value brand disposables in bulk or during warehouse sales. You'll get stronger products that actually hold up, and you'll probably spend less in the long run. Because the only thing flimsier than Dollar Tree's party supplies is the logic behind thinking they'll last longer than the appetizer course. Number 10. Hand tool. You're browsing Dollar Tree's hardware section and spot a wrench or screwdriver for $1. Feels like a quick fix, right? Not so fast. According to employees, these tools aren't just low quality, they're flat-out dangerous. We're talking screwdrivers that bend or strip with the first twist, wrenches that snap under light pressure, hammers so hollow they feel like toys. One former worker said it best, "They're great, as long as you never need to actually use them." The problem: tools aren't just products, they're promises. You grab one when something breaks. You expect it to help you fix something fast. But when a cheap tool fails mid-job, or worse, injures you, that $1 deal turns into a major headache. Here's your fix. Invest in a basic, mid-range tool set from a brand that backs up its performance. Even a $10 set from a discount hardware store will outlast Dollar Tree's version by years, because no one needs a screwdriver that gives up before you do. Number 11. Toys and costumes. Colorful, eye-catching, and cheap, Dollar Tree's toys and kids' costumes seem perfect for birthdays, playdates, or Halloween. But former employees say these items are more frustrating than fun. The toys? Flimsy plastic that cracks under pressure, parts that fall off within minutes, sharp edges and poorly glued pieces that create real safety risks. The costumes? Stitching so weak it unravels before your child even finishes their first candy haul. One employee didn't sugarcoat it. "I wouldn't let my nephew touch half the toys we sold, and I worked there." And for parents, this isn't just about disappointment. It's about safety. Choking hazards, broken pieces, and cheap materials that tear like tissue paper aren't worth saving a few bucks on. Your smarter play? Buy gently used name brand toys or hit post-season clearance sales for costumes that are actually built to last more than 10 minutes. Because nothing kills playtime like a broken toy or a trip to urgent care. Number 12. Generic beauty products. It might be tempting to try a $1 face cream or body scrub, especially when the packaging looks promising. But Dollar Tree's beauty aisle is one of the most misleading sections in the store, and according to employees, one of the riskiest. These aren't just off-brands. They're often made with unregulated or mystery ingredients. We're talking about face washes that cause rashes, lotions that smell like glue, and creams so watered down they're basically scented water. One employee said, "People came in with breakouts and redness all the time. It was a weekly thing." You might think you're saving money, but what you're really doing is gambling with your skin. And with something as personal as skincare, that cheap gamble can cost you days of discomfort, expensive treatments, or worse. The better alternative? Look for budget skincare lines from reputable brands. Even drugstore generic brands are often held to higher standards. Because when it comes to what goes on your face, good enough isn't good enough. That's the list. 12 Dollar Tree items employees say to avoid. These aren't just bad deals. They quietly waste your money, time, and in some cases, even risk your safety. This isn't about hating on Dollar Tree. They have great finds too. But knowing what to skip, that's how smart shoppers stay ahead. If you've learned the hard way with any of these, share your story in the comments. It might help someone else. And if this helped you dodge a bad buy, hit like and subscribe for more smart shopping advice. Being frugal isn't about spending less, it's about spending better. Stay sharp, stay frugal.